Welcome back to ABC General Hospital Spoilers Channel. Today, we will learn about the explosive developments hitting Port Charles on Tuesday, January 27, as lives hang in the balance and dangerous secrets threaten to tear apart everything our beloved characters hold dear. The upcoming episode promises to deliver heart-stopping drama as Sonny Corinthos finds himself staring down the barrel of a deadly threat that could end his reign in Port Charles permanently. Meanwhile, Britt Westbourne reaches her absolute breaking point, unleashing a torrent of raw emotion on Jason Morgan that will leave viewers stunned and questioning whether their romance can survive. The brutal storm ahead. Jocelyn Jacks continues her dangerous game of espionage, revealing shocking intelligence that could change the entire trajectory of the Spoon Island investigation. Jason and Britt's devastating confrontation. Jason Morgan has always possessed an uncanny ability to read people, a skill honed through years of navigating Port Charles' most treacherous waters. That intuition is working overtime as he observes Britt Westbourne's increasingly erratic behavior. Something fundamental has shifted in their relationship, and Jason refuses to accept Britt's sudden cold shoulder without understanding the real reason behind it. He's noticed the fear flickering in her eyes, the way her hands tremble when she thinks no one is watching, and the desperate edge to her voice when she pushes him away. Unable to stand by any longer, Jason corners Britt at General Hospital, choosing the familiar halls where they first reconnected to demand the truth. The tension between them crackles with unspoken emotion as Jason presses for answers, his voice firm but laced with genuine concern. He knows Britt well enough to recognize that her sudden retreat isn't about falling out of love, it's about protecting someone, or something she values deeply. Britt's composure finally shatters under the weight of her impossible situation. The terror that's been consuming her since director Ross Cullum delivered his chilling ultimatum comes pouring out in a volcanic explosion of anger and desperation. Cullum's threat to throw young Rocco Falconeri into Steinmauer, a fate worse than death for an innocent child, has pushed Britt to the edge of sanity. She knows that any continued association with Jason puts Rocco in mortal danger, and she's willing to sacrifice her own happiness to protect the boy. If you ever cared about me at all, you'll leave me alone. Britt shouts, her voice echoing through the hospital corridors. The words are designed to wound, to drive Jason away for his own good and for Rocco's safety. Tears stream down her face as she storms off, leaving Jason standing alone in the hallway, more convinced than ever that external forces are tearing them apart. The painful scene confirms Jason's suspicions. Britt isn't ending their romance willingly, and he's more determined than ever to uncover the truth and eliminate whatever threat is forcing her hand. Jocelyn's risky intelligence operation. General Hospital spoilers tease that Jocelyn Jacks will make an unexpected request for assistance, potentially turning to an unlikely ally in her quest for information. The question burning in viewers' minds is whether Jocelyn might approach Britt Westbourne with a dangerous proposition leaked. Intelligence about Spoon Island in exchange for Jocelyn's silence about what's really driving Britt's behavior with Jason. Such a deal would be fraught with risk for both women, but desperate times often call for desperate measures. Whether or not Jocelyn enlists Britt's help, she's already accumulated crucial information that demands immediate attention. Her next stop is Jack Brennan, the man pulling strings behind the scenes of this increasingly complex operation. Brennan won't be pleased to discover that Jocelyn blatantly defied his explicit orders by socializing with Lucas Jones, Marco Rios, and Ava Jerome at the mysterious Windermere estate. The gathering was supposed to be off-limits, yet Jocelyn saw it as an invaluable opportunity to gather intelligence. When Jocelyn confronts Brennan with her findings, she'll cut through his irritation with a simple question: does he want to hear what she learned or not? Despite his frustration with her reckless disregard for protocol, Brennan's curiosity will ultimately win out. The information Jocelyn gathered could prove too valuable to ignore, especially if it confirms his worst suspicions about Jen Sidwell's operations on Spoon Island. During the Windermere gathering, Jocelyn observed something particularly telling: Marco's barely concealed panic when Lucas innocently suggested exploring the ancient catacombs beneath the estate with her. His reaction was far too extreme for casual concern, prompting Jocelyn to theorize that Sidwell is concealing something monumentally significant in those underground passages. The catacombs have always been shrouded in dark history and mysterious legends, But whatever Sidwell is hiding there appears to be very real and very dangerous. Jordan's strategic maneuvering. Jordan Ashford finds herself in a delicate position as she considers how to assist Portia Robinson in maintaining her crucial position at General Hospital. The political machinations surrounding Portia's job have created tension throughout the hospital administration, and Jordan wants to help however she can. However, Curtis Ashford will indicate that Jordan's intervention may not be necessary after all. Curtis appears to have received encouraging updates, suggesting that the hospital board has decided to allow Portia to retain her position, at least for now. This development would explain the palpable sense of relief that Curtis experiences during Monday's episode, as the immediate threat to Portia's career seems to have been neutralized. The news represents a crucial victory for their family unit, though viewers should expect the celebration to be short-lived given Port Charles's tendency toward chaos. Beyond the Portia situation, Jordan will facilitate some important introductions during Tuesday's episode. The spoilers suggest these introductions may involve Jen Sidwell himself and someone he's eager to meet. Whether this connection serves Sidwell's legitimate business interests or his shadowy criminal enterprises remains to be seen. But Jordan's involvement adds another layer of intrigue to an already complicated web of relationships. Sonny's manipulation games. Sonny Corinthos continues working multiple angles simultaneously, a survival strategy that has kept him alive and powerful for decades. His latest target for manipulation is Ava Jerome, someone he knows intimately well after years of complex history together. Sonny appears increasingly convinced that the emerging love triangle between Sidwell, Ava, and Lucy Coe represents the perfect distraction to keep Sidwell occupied and off balance. However, Monday's episode introduces a fascinating complication to Sonny's strategy when Carly decides to insert herself directly into the situation in a bold move that catches everyone off guard. Carly joins Sidwell at his restaurant table for what promises to be a tense and revealing conversation. During their discussion, Carly will exclaim bingo at a crucial moment, suggesting she's confirmed something important about Sidwell's character or intentions. The spoilers hint that Sidwell may deduce that he's the real reason behind Carly's strong disapproval of the relationship developing between Marco Rios and Lucas Jones. Carly's protective instincts toward Lucas could be clouding her judgment, or she may have legitimate concerns about Marco's connections to Sidwell's organization. Either way, her direct confrontation with Sidwell demonstrates her willingness to put herself in potential danger to protect the people she cares about. Marco's deadly impatience. The most ominous development in Tuesday's episode centers on Marco Rios and his rapidly deteriorating patience with the current situation. Marco has grown increasingly frustrated with what he perceives as Jen Sidwell's hesitation to deal decisively with the Sonny. Quoting Tus Problem, from Marco's perspective, Sonny represents an unacceptable threat to their operations, and every day he remains alive is another day their plans could unravel. Marco's solution is chillingly straightforward. Take Sonny out of the equation permanently. If Sidwell won't authorize immediate action against Port Charles's most powerful mob boss, Marco is prepared to take matters into his own hands regardless of the potential consequences. This reckless attitude suggests Marco may be underestimating both Sonny's capabilities and the complex web of protection surrounding General Hospital. Spoilers promise that Marco's sinister side will dominate the screen in upcoming episodes, revealing depths of darkness that may have been hidden beneath his charming exterior. His willingness to act independently of Sidwell's orders could trigger a cascade of violence that threatens everyone in Port Charles, turning an already dangerous situation into an all-out war. As Marco plots Sonny's demise, viewers should prepare for explosive confrontations that will reshape the power dynamics of the entire criminal